Wow. I don't know. 2 days in a row that we've managed to go live without, you know what? I just don't like that. Let's do this. Let's come down a little bit with this. Just a little bit there. That's better. Okay. So let's turn this on to live chat. There we go. Well, I've been to the Dollar Tree. Surprise, surprise. I needed another album. I keep stuffing them full of stuff, so needed another album. And I found a few things. I needed some more water bottles, some more alcohol. We were out of alcohol. At our house, we call it alcohol. Maybe y'all ain't as hick as we are, but it's alcohol. So, anyway, so that'll go over yonder to start working on, start filling up. Hi, Sharon. Oh my Lord, I was so tired last night. I really was. And then Dollar Tree has these little sticker books, and I had not seen this one. I have, oh, those are some. I got a bunch of new stickers in today. I got 600 new stickers in. We'll be set for some new stickers, motivational stickers. So these say 8 pages for you to personalize your albums, cards, and planner. So let's see what we're looking at. Oh, I like that. They're in here like this on sheets. So I could actually cut these out and give them away too. Girls are the future. Let your light shine. Life is fun. Dreamer. I like that dreamer one. Be a girl boss. Get it done. Y'all, I found the funniest things. If y'all have not heard me talk about this, so at my when we cook, we nearly always make macaroni and cheese because we got kids that I'm pretty sure all they live on is Kraft macaroni and cheese. And so you remember those ink pens that are clicker pens that have 10 colors? Well, Dollar Tree has all kinds of them, like Kool-Aid kind. I mean, just all kinds. They had a Kraft macaroni and cheese. Hi, Suze. How are you, honey? They had a Kraft macaroni and cheese, so I got 5 of them. So these are nice. These are nice. So anyway, will I buy them again? Probably not. So, but anyway. So, oh, and let's see. I have cleaned off my desk. If you know, you know. This over, let's see, over here. Let me turn. Over here was just stacked so high with stuff, and I cleaned it off. And y'all remember? Let me go back here now. Turn you back to where I'm working at. Here we go. Okay, we're still not where we need to be. There we go. Okay. Anyway, y'all remember I showed y'all this. I bought it at the bins the other day. I replaced this little basket with this because it's higher up and things won't fall out of it. This one is broken actually, so I'm probably going to tape it up and use it still for something else. But yeah, so hi Lori, honey, how are you feeling? How is your arm feeling? So got that sticker book, and then they had these quotes from the heart. And I think these are really pretty little pages to and from love one another. First, John 15:12. I have for the first time found what I can truly love. I have found you, Charlotte Bronte. There is no remedy for love but to love more. Henry David Thoreau. Love understands all languages. Romanian proverb. And these are all words, all love words. So I think these would be really nice glued on some pages in journals. I do. Make some invisible pockets with these. Yep. They've got scriptures, they've got poets. So, yeah, I like it. So we're going to try something. I bought some new bottles. I want one more. So we have the water one. We're going to try and make us an alcohol one. An alcohol. So got to get stuff done. Okay, Sue, thank you for popping in. I appreciate you, sweetheart. If y'all don't know Sue, she is a friend from over at Anitra's channel, and she likes to try to pop in over here. So Let's see if we can get some of this in here without getting it all over the bottle like we did last night. We did get a bunch all over the bottle last night. Oh, some more. There's some more. Oh. I wish there was a way I could get into this bottle. And there might be if I was trying hard enough, but it ain't that important. Just do it like this. Squeeze our top. And then rake it off into there, and it'll run down in there. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we've got enough. Well, you got to open it, Cindy. You got to open it. You got to be smarter than what you're working on. Some days that's real hard for me. Some days. Oh, I've got a headache today. It's the heat. I can done tell you. It's the heat. So, oh, I'll show you. Hold on, I'll show you. I actually have folded them to be journal pages. I will show you. So this is going to be alcohol spray. And we will make sure that we mark it as such. Alcohol spray. Just a little bit of that. Let me get a baby wipe. No, we want something to dry. There we go. Just make sure that the outside of it's good and clean. There we go. Put the lid back on that. Where's our sprayer? There it is. There it is. Now, if you're wondering, well, why do you want one when you got one with water? Well, the thing is, alcohol spray will dry really, really fast. But I don't know how fast it will dry with. Okay, so these are the ones that we done after they dried. I stuck them in my printer and printed out some Battenberg lace that I done an AI thing, and it's got black ink on it too, and I actually like it. So that's going to be a page. And then I printed that same lace print over the circles. Remember I done the circles? And so we've got this on this side. Now I will tell you what's going to happen that's going to be different between the alcohol ink and the spray, okay? So let's do, we got a piece of paper here and a piece of paper here. Are they the same paper? Let's trade and get the same papers, because I have some paper here that I've been using, that sticker paper that's made just for, it's made for digital printing. So anyway, so the one that's full is alcohol ink, and the other one is water and shoe polish. Water, no, shoe polish, and alcohol. There we go. Okay, so we're going to spray on this one. Move anything that is of importance out of the way. Okay, that's good. It leaked down the side. I'm not surprised. These bottles are not the best. Now that is what that one looks like. Let's see what this one's going to look like. Now it might not be as dark because I didn't use as much stuff, but yep, it's not going to be near as dark. What just fell? Something just fell. I don't know what it was. Yeah, it's not dark enough. I can tell you that right now. So we got to put some more stuff in it. Actually, wait. Let's try this. Yeah, It's not dark enough. Let's get more stuff. See, it looks about like tea. We want some more in it. That looks like it went a bunch down. Make sure I'm not going down the side of it. Yeah, it is so hot out there. We're supposed to have our church-wide picnic on Sunday. They do have a great big room that is the people where we're having it at their house that is air conditioned that we can be in. They also have fans outside. Look at all that I just wasted. Anyway, they have fans outside too. They also have a swimming pool. The kids usually monopolize that. But that's okay. Oh, I got stuff on me. You see, I got shoe polish on me. There, shoe polish on me. Some that had dripped down on the neck. Let's see if this is dark enough. I don't want to get it on my good t-shirt. Yeah, this is a little bit darker, ain't it? Yeah, yeah. It's still not as dark as that, but I did not fill the water up. I need to get some more water in here. I think they will each serve their purpose. Alcohol, shoe polish. And I've got that really, really wet, but it'll be dry in probably 3 or 4 minutes, if that. May not even take that long now that I've picked it up. This one is pretty wet too. It's going to take it a bit to dry. So there we go. But you see those dark spots? They will dry as dark spots. They will be dark spots. They won't come loose. Okay, I have one thing left. I'll have to see if I have anything that I want to make some more alcohol spray with. Man, oh man, my head hurts. It's this stupid heat. I can't hardly stand the heat. Okay, this right here is, this to be 2.5. There they are. 24, 25. I might be just a little bit bigger than 2.5. Y'all know me. I don't measure. I don't measure good. How I cook too. Last night, okay, 1, 2, 3.5. Last night, usually Miss Tammy gets there and she makes the mac and cheese, but because we had so much going last night and we had so much to get done, I went ahead and got there half an hour early and started the mac and cheese. And yeah, anyway, so we had mac and cheese already. And when she makes it, she measures it. I don't measure nothing. I just get me a big old spoonful of whatever and dollop it in. So we're gonna do one of these. We don't need it. It don't need to be 2.5. Let's do it about like that. That'll be good. And we're gonna cut it. Let's get in. So y'all seen the big bucket that I have, the great big bucket of scraps that I work out of. Let's get in another bucket. there. I've been wondering where you was. I hadn't been seeing you. Come on, come on. I'll catch you. Hold your breath. Well, I missed you. Sorry. Hopefully you didn't hit anything and break. So thing of this thing of scrap. Oops. Hold on. I'm gonna put that back in there. That's one of those. This is a Tupperware thing. So you have to. Okay. Make sure you got. Anyway, this is a Tupperware lid thing, like you see on the tea pictures there. And all of this, except for that's not. That came from Angela. This is all vintage scraps. Look at that little cow. Isn't he cute? But I'm looking at this one right here, and if it's wide enough, I think it would be really nice on the back of that. However, is it wide enough? Are you wide enough and big enough? You are. Okay. I guess we're going to have to get out the iron. We're going to get the iron out. You know what we're going to do? We're going to cheat. Just call us a cheatener, okay? Call us a cheatener. We might want that one in a minute. Okay, where are you, honey? I know you're in here. There you are. You're what fell a while ago, aren't you? Let's see if we can smooth this out with putting a heat gun on it instead of having to iron it. Because I don't want to dig under there and get the iron. Because it's falling way back behind all the watercolor stuff. Okay, let's see what we look like here. Well, that's better, isn't it? It is better. Let's see if we can get that one right there out. I think it will. There we go. Yep, it came out. There we go. Look at that. I would have never guessed that would happen. Okay, so we're going to turn this upside down because I'll make sure we're going to turn it just like this. Just like this. That. Cut her out. These are not my scissors, my fabric scissors. These are just my scrappy scissors. Now, if y'all know me, you know I like everything puffy. That's why I put a lining in, a piece of fabric in the middle. I like puffy things. What can I say? I be puffy. I like puffy things. So here we go. Now, that's cute. Let's see what kind of thread we got out here. There we go. We got some of that pretty green, don't we? How much is on? Oh, Cindy. Yeah, there wasn't very much. I was going to say, how much is on our needle as she unthreads the needle? So, hi, Margaret. Did Margaret come in? Somebody said, oh, yeah, there's Margaret. Hi, laughing Margaret. Laughing Margaret. So, if you have not signed up for this trade, you can sign up. I've got Anitra and Sharon are signed up. We are doing fabric ATCs. Fabric ATCs. And I will tell you what I'm going to do for those that don't want to make a fabric one. When you sign up, tell me if you want to make a fabric one or if you want to make uh, uh, a cardboard one, whatever, a paper one. If you want to do one on paper cardstock, You still want to join in, do that. Maybe just add a few pieces. Angela, are you going to sign up for the trade this month? We're making fabric ATC cards, okay? So y'all want to see what we're going to do with this? How are you, honey? Here we go. Okay. So we're going to do this first. We're going to start here and put our little needle right in the middle, and then we're going to lay it back down. So I'll show y'all the ones I've made and the ones that uh, Michelle has made. So I made this one yesterday. It is on the back of a piece of, no, not this one. That one's two. That's a, this one is the one that's on the back of a piece of cardstock. Okay. And then we made this one. That's the very first one I made. And then Michelle made this one. I made that one. I made this one yesterday. I may want to sew on that today. And Michelle made this one and this one. So you can do them on the machine. You can hand stitch them. You can glue them together. Let's see. This one right here is glued, but I did hand stitch around it. Remember, anything that you use on them that makes them not flat will have to be extra postages. Okay, there we go. So we're going to trade two of these. Two of these. So I have not seen anything about Lori Beth. Let's see if there's anything on the thing. No, no news from Lori Beth today. So I made this one yesterday. It's one piece of fabric. I want to either, I can't remember if I can remember how to do a blanket stitch or not. Thinking a blanket stitch, but if nothing else, just a doodah stitch around that, okay? Yeah, you know what a doodah stitch is. Yeah, no, I didn't see anything in the chat about her, so yeah, I did not. I just peeked. There we go. We may have to trim that one out. May have that. And we got it. Hold up there. That's our inside. This is our outside. I've got dried shoe polish on my hand. Okay, so this one is almost completely dry. It's not bad. I like that. This one, she's still pretty wet. But I do like the dark spots it leaves me. So I think that I will be using both of them whenever I want to use them. Okay, so I'm just pinning these together so that they don't slide all over the place while I'm trying to stitch. I'm not going to stitch this on the machine. I'm going to just do some random stitching here, okay? If you know me, hand stitching is not my forte. I'm kind of like Miss Juju. I stitch 15 stitches and I'm done. What is a doodah stitch? It's just a stitch that is doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's a stitch that I put in there just to hold the place. You know, a doodah. A doodah stitch is a blanket stitch. I don't know how to make a blanket stitch. I can't remember. I have to think about it. I mean, I know I do, but I can't place it in my head. Okay. This is just like a wandering stitch. It's wondering where it's going. So that is not a technical sewing term, okay? That is a Cindy Loven stitch. Everything that I say over here has no technical meaning, okay? Please. I mean, I know that a blanket stitch is a real stitch, but a doodah stitch, I don't think a doodah stitch is a real stitch. I think it's just something silly I made up out of the top of my head. There we go. Now I'm just going down the side. Yeah, doohickey and doolily and all that kind of stuff. You betcha. We can unpin that one. We've got it stitched down enough. It's not going nowhere. I am gonna before this is all said and done. I am getting my sewing machine out, and we're gonna sew some with the sewing machine, but not today. I don't have the energy. Actually, you know what? I was just sitting here thinking, supposed to go get my chin waxed in the morning, and then Saturday night is when I'm meeting all my classmates, and then Sunday is that picnic in the 100-degree weather. Now I want to go back there, right up through there. There, we've got some stitches going up that way. I'm fixing to run out of thread. I always like to do double thread. Now I know that most people that quilt don't quilt with double thread, they quilt with a single thread. At least my mama did. That's how she taught me. We quilt with a single thread. But I like double thread. So we started here and we made like a circle and a swirl up into here, and then we come down around here, and then we went back up here and kind of made a V in, and now we're going right back up here, and we're going to have to put some more thread in. So we're going to tie this one off, and I got something we're going to sew to the bottom of this. Okay. Ooh, I don't like when it's okay. I don't like when it's like that. There, that'll be fine. Tie that right up to there, and we're going to tie it off. Mhm. We're puckering it. I don't like it puckered neither. She's kind of nitpicky, ain't she? But y'all knew that. Y'all knew that. Okay, here we go. Need some more thread. I mean, I cut that one right to the nubbins. Woo! Hi, Jassy. Hi, honey. How are you? Is it still hot in Michigan? It's just hot as blue blazes here. It says it's 96. I think it's more than that because I just went out. I could not hardly breathe. It was so hot. What does the news station say that it is out at the airport? Yeah, yeah, yeah. 97 with a real feel of 106. Humidity is 41%. That's not too bad. There were, it got down cool enough last night that we had a heavy dew on the ground this morning when we woke up, or either that or it rained during the night. It could have rained and I didn't hear it. I often don't. Jared gets up and tells me, "Oh, did you hear it raining?" No, I did not hear it raining. Did it rain, son? Sometimes he'll say it thundered and lightning. Jared is very aware of storms. I used to think he used to watch the weather so much. I used to think he'd grow up and be a weatherman. Still waiting for him to grow up. Oh, did I say that out loud? Hold on. Don't be talking smack, Cindy. He's your good helper, remember? So I have this little piece right here. We're going to stick it right up in here. Right there. Ooh, we may have to stick it on the outside and sew it down. I think we are, because I can't get it up in there. So we'll pin it and hope that we've got it pinned. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go down here. We're going to sew it right across this top. And we're going to slide in up under so that we don't have to worry about our knot, you know. And of course we've gotten your little Yorkie don't care. These storms frighten him. When Jared was in kindergarten, we had a tornado hit right across the road from our house. And hi, Teresa. And yeah, it's the wind and stuff. The crazy cat lady just up the road from us has a storm cellar, and she's told us, you know, if it's storming, you can come and get in the storm cellar. And the first few storms that moved through, Jared went to the storm cellar, wrapped his cat up in a blanket, and took it. I said hi, and took it with him, and said, "Come on, mom and daddy." And mom and daddy said, we ain't going to the storm cellar, especially not at the crazy cat lady's house, because all those crazy cats at her house live on top of the storm cellar and inside the storm cellar. Yeah, that's a good way to get my allergies going. That is one of the things I'm allergic to is pet dander. Says the crazy lady with the puppy dog and the kitty cat, and you know, you just sniffle. So anyway, yeah. What's funny is he was at school when it all hit, and John was out with his daddy. They were downtown when it hit. In fact, our vehicle got hail damage real bad. Anyway, I think we've gone all the way across there, but we're gonna go down here, go down here, and down here, and we're gonna flip this up, and so pull that out, and sew this down because that's open. Am I sighing? We're gonna have chicken parmesan. Actually, I don't know why I call it chicken parmesan. We do not put parmesan on our chicken. We put mozzarella. We're going to have chicken mozzarella for supper. Serve it over a bed of spaghetti. There we go. I do not know what I've managed to hit with my hand that I have the little bruise on my top of my hand. I don't know. Y'all know me. I'm clumsy as can be. So there we go. Okay. That one's all sewed. We can cut that off. And we got a bunch of thread left there, so if we want to sew anything else on, we can. So we've got, oh, we wanted to sew those leaves down, didn't we? Let's see. There's our tail for our thing. Took it up under there so we wouldn't see it. Now I want to put something, oh, one of these. I was going to put one of these on. One of these, no, not that one. One of these patches on, but you know what? I could put something else. Booth sales, 97. Actually, that one don't look bad there on the back of that. I'm going to glue that down, and we'll see if it holds or not. Actually, I'm going to cheat. Call me a cheatener. After I get it glued down, I'm going to do something else too. I'll glue it down real good. I'll glue it down real good, just like that. And then I'm going to take this right here, Do I want that one? Is that what I want? I don't know. Is it? Sweet mother of pearl. Maybe I'm going to do that. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now, there's a reason why I have stopped right here. Good. Slide these beads on. Hold on. I'll put those together. There. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. My goofy little thing. Okay. There. Slide that on. Put that back together. Now let's squeeze it. Because otherwise it's going to come apart. Hey, BC, Chewy, did y'all love the fried chicken, baby? So my puppy's doing very well, going on the canned dog food. He had some chicken flavored, and now he's working on beef flavored, and he's scarfing it down. So, oh, there we go. Now we've done that on that side. Now that ought to help that all hold together there, and then we've got this on this back side. We've got our lace, a piece of the thread, our lace and our those on that side, and our safety pin on that side. Yeah. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I feel like I've been it when I did it. So there we go. Let's put those back in my pin cushion. Okay. Let me grab my phone. Shoot. I can't stay very long because Miss Beth's coming on real soon, within the hour. Okay, hold on. She's made a stitch there and there. how many times are you going to do that? Yeah, I don't got the patience for that mess.
Hello, this is needlepointers.com tutorial on how to do a blanket stitch. The blanket stitch got its name because the stitch was used to hold down the edge of the blanket. This decorative stitch is used as an edge stitch to finish seams, to apply applique to a project, and decorate places with. To start, thread a needle and knot the end. Now, the anchor stitch must be created. To do this, bring the needle up from the back about a quarter inch from the edge. Next, hook the needle up from the back, again through the same spot, forming a vertical bar. Insert the needle under the anchor stitch at the edge. Now let's begin the blanket stitching. Insert the needle from the front to the back about a quarter inch away from the anchor stitch. Pull the thread through using the thread under the needle. Pull it through until the pin is tight and the vertical bar is straight up and down. Insert the needle from the front to the back about a quarter inch away from the blanket stitch. Again, pull the thread through using the thread under the needle. Pull it through until it is tight and the vertical bar is straight up and down. Then continue making stitches. It is that simple. Visit needlepointers.com, the one-stop crafting and resource center at www.needlepointers.com for more embroidery stitches and free needlework projects.
Mhm. I got my this. Okay, I see what I need to do. I see what I need to do. So take this and make sure I leave that loopy loopy like that, and then we go just like that. Yep, yep, that's what we do. I remember it now. I remember it. Oops, that one's not pretty. I may have missed a step there. Let's see what we did. Okay, hold on. Come back here. You come back. I think I need to go right there. Is that what I need to do? No. Oh well, we'll just stitch around it and make it look stupid. Uh, what am I doing? Okay, stitch, stitch. I know this is not a blanket stitch. Okay, stitch, stitch. Kind of gives me the same concept, but it's not what I'm looking for. And now, how did I manage to do that? How have I managed to do that? I see how I managed to do that. Oh, Cindy, quit doing silly things. There we go. I got up under it. So we're just going around it like that. It's not a blanket stitch. It's nowhere near a blanket stitch, but we're going to do it. We're going to do what we know, okay? There we go. Okay, guys. Are y'all still here? Your phone says what does it want? What does your phone want? Ricey he's been pretty good lately. Ain't none of us been bit in a while, so. He growled at me a while ago, but it was his fault that he fell. He fell trying to get in my lap. He's got where he's not jumping with all of his strength. He's just giving little half-hearted jumps. And his half-hearted jump, he fell on his half-hearted hiney. And so then I reached down and picked him up. And y'all know, when I reach down and pick him up, he's going to growl at me just because he's a nasty, hateful little critter. You know, and what's sad about that is they say that a dog reflects your personality. So maybe I'm a nasty, hateful critter. Probably so. Let's not ask Dave, okay? Let's not ask Dave. He don't get to vote. We'll vote him off the island. Okay. Am I pleased with that? Not really. Let's try a different stitch going down this other leaf. Let's just do a running stitch or whatever you call it. Running bear down the sidewalk. Running bear through the hall. Right, there we go. Have a drink of water. I think I need some kind of a little flower sewed right there. I think I'm going to leave that side like that is, but I think I need a little flower sewed right there. As soon as I get this leaf sewed down, we'll sew a little flower on there or glue it. Maybe we'll glue it. Okay, that one's good. He is a stinker. He is. There. That looks plumb goofy. That's okay. That's the fun part about making these. You're not going for perfection. At least I'm not. Okay, we'll cut that. And we're going to go over here and get our flowers so we can do that. I don't think it made that big of a difference on it, do you? I mean, I can see the stitch, but I don't think it made that big of a difference. Except for that I ended up making the leaves fuzzy, made them, because they're not sealed, but you know what I mean. The pulled the threads. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think it mattered. Do we want to? Do we want a flower or do we want a word? Or do we want both? Let's do this word. Because it's just hanging out here by itself. Let's do this word. That says art. If you can't see it, it says art. Oh, I should have used my fabric glue, but this will be okay. That's the stupid one that you have to poke the little thing up in it. There we go. It says art. I like that. We'll put that on there. Art. And now we're going to get a flower. I have green flowers with purple centers. We'll have to take it apart. I actually like this one. This is my choice. Didn't even give y'all a choice. Y'all see how I am? Okay, let's do this. Let's turn on the hot glue gun and let's get some of this glue. Oops, there went the glue. This is why my desk ends up such a mess, huh? Yes, that is from the guitar strap. Yes, that's from the guitar strap. I'm gonna do that. There we go. And as soon as that glue heats up, we're gonna put some more glue on it and put some of that there on it. Did I get it down too far? I may have. I do want it to still go up just a little bit. We want it up that way just a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna have glue on this again. Okay, we want that lid to go back on that. And this piece can go in there. And I think we'll put that piece back in there. Oops, we don't want to put our weights back in there. There we go. How about that piece? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, that can go over yonder. Oh, glitter. Those could have gone too. That's okay. That one can go in the trash. This one is. Needs another piece of glue right there. That's one. Yeah. There we go. There. I like that. I like that one. What do you think? I need to trim right here because I got my fabric off. Oh dear. Well, maybe. There. That's good. That'll work. You know what? Another one on this side too. Make it a double-sided flower. There we go. There. There. I like that. Double flower. Flower on that side, a flower on that side. They're not exactly even. They're okay. We've almost lost our letter here. Just make it a little bit darker. That helped it a little bit. That one's good. That one's good. This one is just one layer, but I think I'm just going to leave that one layer like that. I'm going to trim that little thread right there. Hopefully it don't make everything fall apart. Do I want to sew the other leaf? I do. If I do, I want to add some more thread. Not really, Lori, not really, because they weren't true blanket stitches. They were in and out, up and down stitches. I usually do a blanket stitch with my sewing machine. uh, anyway, so I actually kept out some of my, let's see where it go. It was laying right here. There it is. Some mermaid paper so that when I do get out my sewing machine, I'm going to sew it down. I love the mermaid paper. I'm going to sew some of it down on on a piece of paper, on a piece of fabric. Sure, I'm glad y'all can't see my face when I do these, because I wrinkle my nose and squint my eyes and hold my mouth just a certain way. There we go. We're in. We're in like Slim. Hey, Marty, honey, how are you? I've been missing Lori. I thought she may have broke up with me or something. I hadn't seen her in a while. Breaking up is hard to do. How's your brother-in-law? Yes, I'm talking about you, honey. I saw you yesterday, but before then I hadn't seen you in I don't know how long. It had been a New York minute since I'd seen you. I didn't think you would break up with me because we've been together quite a while. Oh, y'all know what? Well, I'll have to do that later. I don't like when I'm trying to get through all that glue that's down at the very beginning where I done it, where I started. Might have to go to his house. I tried to break up with my cardiologist and he wouldn't break up with me. Had the audacity to tell me, "You've got a pacemaker. You don't ever get to get rid of cardiology." I offered to give him back the pacemaker. I would in a heartbeat. But I guess since I noticed in the last report it says it's pacing for me 100% of the time. I guess I really shouldn't. Getting old is for the birds. It's just for the birds. Actually, it's for the turtles. Turtles get really old. I don't think birds live very long. Oh, hey, Juju, what you know? Are you on the way home? You're not texting and driving, are you, sweetheart? No, you're still at work? Okay. Okay. I don't know what you call this stitch. Some of the tropical ones. Yeah, parrots live a long, long time. Oh, I saw the saddest video the other day. It was a video about a parrot whose person died, and and unfortunately their person died, and it took people 2 weeks to find their person, to realize their person was not around, and they came, and the bird was in really bad shape. and he was very depressed because his person was dead. And yeah, it was really sad. They got him nursed back to health, and he's looking for his forever home. I have a friend that lives in Idaho that does birds. She has big fancy smancy birds. The first time we went and visited her, not in Idaho, we made friends in Mississippi, but she was originally from Idaho, and she's now back in Idaho. Anyway, but we went to visit her. Jared was like 5, and her bird flew up on his shoulder, and he absolutely freaked out. Yeah, he freaked out. Not a bird person. I had a parakeet. Cat ate it. So my pepper cat ate the bird. He was a nasty little bird. He pecked us every time we tried to feed him. So none of us were sad that Pepper ate the bird. So I did not know that parakeets lived in the wild in Arkansas, but they do down along the river. If you read some of the uh, diaries of people who were, you know, upper upper, I don't want to say upper class, but they had money and they would do river cruises and they would go down the Arkansas River and they would talk about seeing the little parakeets flying on along the shore. And so when we lived down in the bottoms, we would see little parakeets, little yellow birds. And I said, those look just like parakeets. And then I got to doing some research because I got interested in do parakeets live in the wild in Arkansas, and they do. So we've got that leaf slowed down. You know what I'm going to do? You don't see much of the stitches on this one, so let me get through this big wad of glue that I put on it. We're going to run a running stitch right up the front, up middle of it, like it's a vein, a leaf vein. This is the issue about doing these and hand sewing them with upholstery fabric because it's really thick. It's a pain in the booty to hand sew. I got shoe polish on me again. So if you're wondering why my hands are dirty, it's shoe polish. I got to church last night and was making sandwiches, and I noticed my hand had chocolate on it when uh they migrated. They migrated. They would migrate. There we go. I think putting that right up the middle of that made a difference in that one. I like that with it going right up the middle of it. Yep, they would migrate. You'd never think it'd be too cold for anything right now, the way we're having this stinking heat. I was saying last night when we were coming home from church, I just did not remember it being this hot when I was a kid. Of course, Jared informed me it wasn't. So, what am I making, Maria? Uh, I am making a ATC made out of fabric. If you know what an ATC is, it's an artist trading card. Only this one is made out of fabric, and I made this out of a. I cut this flower off of a guitar strap, and it's got rickrack for the thing, and it's sewed down on the upholstery fabric, and then I put some more upholstery fabric for the leaf. And so I was just sewing the leaves down. They're all glued. It's all glued, and it's all dry, but I just wanted some stitching on it. And so then I made this one, and it is kind of puffy because I put some of my puffy robe in between the layers, and I sewed all around it, like quilted like around it, and then I'm pulling hot glue because hot glue. I sewed the lace on the edge, and then, well, it's actually a piece of a doily. Then I glued the little flower down, and on the back side I put a vintage Girl Scout badge on it, and I put a safety pin through it so I could do the beads on this side, and then we put another flower on that side. So these here, this is what gave me the ideal. My friend Michelle Walls made these. They're a little bit bigger than mine. She does use patchwork, and then she sewed them together, and she put buttons on them. I have sewed on a few of the buttons. This is one that I made. It is a double one. It's got buttons that are all glued down, and then just that. And we sewed the edges. And then I made this one, and it's a double too, and it's got a bunch of threads hanging down here off of my little label. Lace, lace. We crisscrossed, and we did a turtle button. And then this one is made, I made it, and it's made on the back of cardstock. And although it's hard to tell from the front, this thin layer of paper is actually pattern paper. Pattern paper. And so I accidentally cut off the stem off of one of my little things. Let me show you. So I stamped a whole bunch of these little like dandelion things on this in green, and I accidentally cut the stem off of one, so I drew a stem on it, and then we made a ruffled ribbon out of the same fabric that it's on. This is the very first one I made, and it is again upholstery fabric with a piece of just cotton blend, and that's a sticker, and it's glued down. We've got some roughly seam binding, crinkle stuff. It's got a key, a button, and a piece of lace. Yep. And then this is another one from Michelle. So while we're doing this is every month I have a swap. I do a swap, and we're swapping 2 fabric ATC cards. Now, here's the deal. I realize there are going to be people who say, I don't want to do a fabric ATC card. You can do like I did back here where I glued it onto the cardstock. Glue your fabric onto the cardstock, and it's easy to work with. You can sew it. You can sew it on the machine. You can sew it by hand, however you want to. You can, do a lot of glue. Let's see, one of these, I think it's this one here. I use staples with it. There, I use some staples on it. That's why I put that on top of it, because y'all know I don't like my staples to stick out. So anyway, so you can do it anyway. But if you absolutely don't want to do a fabric one, but you still want to do an ATC, we can do a paper. Just make sure you let me know that you're doing a paper so you can swap with somebody else that's doing a paper. So I am taking names. I will take names until the end of August. On the first Monday, let's see, I need to look at a calendar. On the last Monday night of August, oh gosh, my knee, just one knee, this one that I hurt last year in the swimming pool. Okay, on September the 1st, which is a Monday night, I will tell who the partners are. You have until the 15th to send your partner 2 fabric ATCs. So anybody want to sign up for the trade? So far, I only have Anitra and Sharon R signed up. Now, y'all know this is why I'm making up a bunch. Now, I may send y'all some of Michelle's, but everybody that signs up will get a package from me that has what we're making in it. So, Juju's in. I got you, Juju. Oh, Bonnie said she wanted in the other night, too, and I forgot to write her down. Bonnie, she's in. Bonnie L. Juju's in. Anybody else want to sign up? It is going by very, very fast. So, Jassie's in. There we go. And Angela. Angela. A. Are you here, honey? You said for me to put you down for all of them, but I wanted to make sure before I put you down for this one. So, right now, I think one, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, 8, 9. I need one more to have everybody. But so the next ones that I'm going to do that probably I will show y'all tomorrow. I have an 11 o'clock appointment to go get my chin waxed. That'll probably take 15 minutes. So that's all I have tomorrow. But so I will do a video tomorrow. I think I'm going to do where I take and put some bigger pieces of fabric together and sew it all on the machine, just change up stitches and all that, and then cut it into my ATC sizes and then decorate on them. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. Yeah. So, because I know that's cheating, but, well, it's not cheating. It's just mass producing, right? That we're mass making. So there we go. Did Beth say, no, Beth said she was skipping this month because she's behind. Yep, she did. And y'all, speaking of Beth, we need to find us a piece of cardstock right now. Do we want a piece of cardstock? Is that what we want? What's this right here? Is that mixed media? No, that's watercolor paper. Y'all know what I've done, which I'm not happy with myself about, but somewhere up in here, I'm going to have to pull all this out if you can. I don't think you can see, but right back in here, let's see if I can turn it in. You see all that? I have all these little things that, see this black thing over here? Right here, you see this? This is like, it's like a foot long, and it has all these little pockets in it, and I've put my favorite little watercolor in it, and I can't find it. I can't find it. Okay, that goes back in that envelope. That has a place to go. All this stuff has places to go, so when I get done, I have to put it all away. Okay, what are we looking at? Okay, so this is dried. Look how that looks. That made a real cool look. So that is the water, the shoe polish and the water. And then this is the shoe polish. Oh, look, we got some more of it over here. Shoe polish and alcohol where it does that, breaks up on there. So that's pretty cool. Yep, that's pretty cool. So anyway, okay, so today we found a pen that I'm pretty sure is where did we put it? A waterproof pen or an alcohol proof pen really is what we're more worried about than anything. What did we do with it? And that's not it. There it is. I see it. It's a fine liner. Yeah, fine liner. Okay, we're gonna draw. We need to make Beth a doll because Beth sent me a doll and I didn't make Beth a doll. You know what? I want to go ahead and yeah, I'll go ahead. No, I'm gonna go ahead. Hi Beth, how are you, honey? Hi Terry. You want to join the swap? I got you, Terry. Why? Terriy. Terry Y. Did Obed just came on? Okay. Okay. She's a little bit early. What, brother? No. I didn't. What, kitty? What is it? He wants to go outside, Bubba. He wants to go out and eat grass, I'm sure. Actually, we don't need it that wide. We're just going to go that way. There we go. Okay. That's a good piece of watercolor paper. We'll save it to watercolor something on, and we're going to draw us a doll. Okay. Do we want? Okay, guys. Hi, kitten. Oh, hi, kitty. That's Shadow. Hi, Shadow. Miss Lori says hi, Shadow. Okay. So y'all know eyes are not my thing, but we're going to try. There's some eyebrows. There's some eyeballs. There's some whatever that part of the eyeball is. We're going to do us a little nose. We're going to draw a mouth like this, and then we're going to go cheek, cheek. Ooh, that's weird. That's really weird, Cindy, but it'll be okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, that one's got a slump shoulder. This one's, and all of my dolls don't have hands. We just do this. And if you're wondering why I'm not worried about messing up, y'all know I'm probably going to paint over it or something. There we go. There's her shoes. There's her that. Now, here's our arms. Oh, shoot. Here's our arms. Here's our arms. There. There we go. There's our arms. Okay. Let's give her that. Now let's see about some markers. See if our markers will cover that up or if we're going to have to put some fabric on it. We don't know what color her hair is going to be or what hairstyle she's going to have yet. What color markers do we want to use? Now we'll get a good skin tone out. Let's see if this right here will cover it up. Will that cover it up? Yes. That one right there will cover it up. And we're going to just make that into a short sleeve there. I'm going to go right here and make that into a short sleeve. And there we go. There. Now we're going to trade tips. Something on my plate. I'm going to have to go back to the little tips. I do not like these kind of tips. And this is watercolor paper. I should be using watercolor paper with paint on it instead of markers, alcohol markers. I don't know why I do this. I have actually alcohol marker paper. You know what else I have? So my alcohol markers, my good ones, my Copics, I have some extra of the paint tips. You know what I'm talking about? I have some extra ones of those. Is somebody talking to me? Oh, Beth just came on. Okay. I'm just going to finish up this doll. What color do y'all think we should do her hair, and what color do you think her eyes should be? Tell me what color you think her hair and her eyes should be. Now we're going to do her skin. I've got a good skin tone in my Copics, or Copics, however you say those. Green eyes, dark hair. Blonde and green eyes. Red eyes, blue hair. My dolls are not demon possessed. Okay? My dolls are not demon possessed. My dolls have got Jesus in them. Just saying. Red hair, green eyes. So y'all saw the little you saw the little girl that Teresa drew for me, right? She drew it on a postcard. I showed it yesterday, and I asked in my live yesterday that I was doing, can I scan it and play with it? And she said yes. So I put it in my co-pilot, and I gave her all different colors of hair. I'll show her to y'all here in a minute. Okay. A lot of patience to do that. Okay. You're saying you ran out of patience, Cindy? Maybe. Wrong one. These are cheap Walmart markers. I think I paid $14 for the whole thing. So yes, that is alcohol that I'm dipping that into. And it just absorb up in there. Just helps it smooth it over a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's dump that back because we don't need no more of it. Now we're going to get over here. Oh, what color did we say her hair was going to be? Red. How about, now she's going to get cut out, okay? Let's see. Nope, not that color. Do I like that color? I'm okay with that one. Oh, I like that one best. Okay, let us paint in her eyebrows. Are we giving her curls or straight? Curls or straight? We said blue eyes. Curly Sue? Okay. She's from the 80s, in case y'all haven't figured out. She got great big hair. She's from the 80s. There we go. Her eyebrows kind of look funny now. Let's see if we can just make them look a little bit darker. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Y'all know I'm not good. Let's see. Let's give her a pupil. Yeah, a pupil. Y'all know I'm not good with eyelashers. I'll just give her a little bit. Yeah, just a little bitty. There. Okay, we got to find our skin tone and do her skin. Now she's a redhead. We might could get by with this really peachy skin tone. I think we're gonna go with it. Give her really peachy, pinky skin. And we're not done, y'all. We're gonna give her some freckles too. You know, around her eyebrows, eyes. We don't want to paint the whites of her eyes. Skin tone. That would be funny looking. Okay, she needs some pink lips. Not sure if I like her hair. That'll be okay for a little pink lips. Mm, I'll give her a little bit of that. Now, she needs some freckles. Let's see. Okay, are those too dark? Yeah, those right there is what we need. Yeah, she got freckles. She got a perm. Yes, she does. Now, what one did we do? We did this one right here, terracotta. Not sure that I like her hair right here. I need to remember that I should not draw their heads up there, especially when I'm working with something like that light. So her head is funny up there. I don't like it. Y'all do know I do have some real doll hair I could glue on her and make cover it all up. There's her little shoes. And did I put that up? I did put that up a while ago. Mm. That goes over there. Her face is cute, even with her little weird lips. Her face turned out real cute. We're probably going to lose this hair. More than likely, I'm going to come back in and glue down some hair. Y'all know me. Gotta have some hair. Yeah, a couple of wigs here. I've got the gray one. It was back there, but I don't know what I've done with it now. Move things around almost as often as I change clothes. There. There's that. Now, where's our little stupid pen? Well, never mind. Here's our this. If you've ever watched the Posh Paper Lady, she's the first person I ever saw using one of these. And man, she can wield it like a weapon. She knows how to do it. I don't use mine enough to make, to do real good with it, but I do like to cut out between their arms and there, the shoulder. And more than likely, I need a new blade. I've had this for several years. And if you're wondering why I'm not worried about cutting on my mat, if you see how nasty my mat is, you know there's no reason to worry about it, but it is a self-healing mat. So, there we go. That one cut pretty good. Right out there. There we go. So I didn't cut that one as high, but that's okay. That's okay. There we go. She's got skinny little arms. Fix that shoulder right there. There you go. Okay. Now. That's package paper. I throw this that crap away. Oh, that one's going to be. I'm going to be too short to see in that one. What I do now. Some purple Christmas trees. It's not easy being short. I'm looking for hair. Going in there. Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. I just scared myself. I pushed one of those great big green balls down on my head. There. Okay. I found the hair. Hold on. some of it. Okay. Huh. That scared me when that bottle fell on me. Okay. I found some hair. Now this is dark hair, but it's got a bit of a red tint to it, don't it? Okay, clear it down. Yeah, y'all know that's my word. I told y'all that I said that in church the other night, didn't I? I did. Not once, but twice. We're going to have to, I think we're going to have to pull it up and do some hot glue. I don't think that wants to hold it. Okay, that was in the floor. That's right where I keep my hot glue. Ain't that where you keep your hot glue, in the floor? Especially when it's turned on. The other night I started to go to bed and I come in here and I was like, oh my gosh, the glue's on. I could see the red light on the glue gun. So I turned it off. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, girls. We're getting there. Be patient. This is real curly hair. This ain't permed. This is natural curl. Oh, flitter. That's my finger. That was my granny's word. Flitter. She said it all the time. Or the SH word. She likes to say it too. Mine is crap. And when we worked with my uncle at his church, one of my uncles, not the uncle that hired me for here, we worked in the office a lot. And I'd be at my computer doing whatever my duties were for the day. And you know how computers make you say words? I'd holler, oh crap. And my uncle would say, Cindy gal. So then I got started saying, oh carp. Just moving my letters around. I knew I was a bad influence when one day I heard him saying, oh carp. Anyway, so my dad was the oldest of 10. So I have that uncle was only 5 years older than me. And then my baby uncle who hired me at my church where I'm at here, he's no longer our pastor. His brother-in-law is our pastor now. He is 3 months younger than I am. So, there we go. What do y'all think about this hair? What do y'all think? Is it still too big? Do I need to bring it down some? What do you think? Is it too big? I think it's a little big right in here. So my uncle that's younger than me, I call him my baby uncle. He's always been more like my brother than really an uncle and his kids treat me like I'm their aunt instead of their cousin. So, and I'm actually his three youngest kids are my godchildren. So there we go. There. I think she turned out cute, but I'm not done with her. But if you guys need to leave and go to bed, I do understand. But I have two more things I want to do to her. Okay? We'll put that hair up. We could have gave her white hair. I have white hair in here too. She could have had white hair, but the brown hair was curlier, and the brown hair matches her little freckles. So she needs something pretty on a dress. So I'll put these up this afternoon right here. I need that, and I need a piece of this right here. Okay, here we go. Now, let's do it down to, we've got a hem on the bottom of this. Wow. Let's just do that. Because this is crooked as can be. We will not lose that because we want it here in just oh, that's hot. It's burning the crap out of me. Oh, a little bit long. Now, I need some more glue right here. There we go. Right. Now this is a sticker, okay? This actually came from Dollar Tree, guys. Let's see if I can get to the sticker part. There you go. Okay. Now it is a sticker, but it really needs some extra glue on it. So there we go. There we go. So now it is too long. Right there, cut off there. Okay, I like that. And we'll give her a little bit of a necklace. There we go. She's got some bling around her neck. And this right here. Two. work better. Hi, Carrie. How are you? There we go. That's what I want. I want to cut that right there. There we go. And we're going to see if we can put it right there in her hair. I think maybe more like that in her hair. In her hair over here, maybe. Yeah, that side. Okay. There we go. And she's got a lace bow in her hair. There we go. There we go. You want a purple wood? There we go. Oh dear. I just pulled her skin off. Hold on. Here's my marker. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to injure you. There we go. There we go. And we'll fix her. This is the right color for her skin. I know it is. There. Congrats, that. Yep. She got one. She looks like she has lost her hot glue showing up there. Got a wild curl there. Okay. Keep trimming hair off. There. I think I like that. Yeah. I think I like that. I think she turned out cute. Um, what can you do after a pole dancer? Yep, that's right. So, if y'all missed Juju making a paper doll the other night, I've never laughed so hard in my life. I mean, like, never, ever. So, here we go. Okay, we're going to be smart this time. There we go. We're not covering in her head. Eyebrows, eyebrows, eyes, eyes, eyes. Ooh, that one's walk. Eyes, eyes, nose, mouth. Just doing a little smile there. We'll give her a little bit of lip. There we go. Shoulders. And her neck needs to come down. Shoulders. I'll be cutting that away, so don't worry about it. That away. You know, they'd be really cute if I could really draw, but I'm not an artist like this. I am an artist, but not an artist with a pencil. I make art, but not with my pencil. Cindy, just hush, draw. Just hush and draw. Okay, here we go. Now, let's draw her face, color her face. Okay, we're going to do this and this. Yeah, we're just going to do this. Mm. I may cut that away as I cut it. I want to draw some hair in. I'm just going to do this. Draw some hair in like that, okay? So that when I cut it out, I have somewhere to glue. Now, I'm going to go ahead, cut it out. I don't know what I done with my big scissors. I need to trim my arm down just a little bit. I may end up cutting some of this hair stuff off, but uh, for right now, we just need a place to glue hair. And actually, I said I would cut that neck away, but I'm not cutting it away because we're going to cover it up with hair. What color do you want her eyes, Jessie? Jessie, what color did you want her eyes? Blue or green? Okay, gotcha. I got tickled. One of my little boys at church last night told me that he really liked my green eyes. I said, I don't have green eyes. I have brown eyes. He laughed. He giggled. He's one of my 6-year-olds. One of my twins. My twins really like me. I'm not sure that they just like me for me, but they like me for the fact that I give them warmth when they come when they're cold. Because my rooms are always cold. They'll come snuggle up to me. Cindy, we're cold. so I hug on them. I'm sure that surprises you. My friend today told me, she says, "You're not a real huggy, feely person." I said, "Nope. I got more whoopings when I was a kid for not letting the old ladies at church hug me than I got for anything." She said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yep." I am serious. When I tell my story about my parents, I really need to start clarifying the fact that my parents started pastoring this church when my dad was 28 and my mom was 29. Actually, my dad was 27 and my mom just turned 29. My dad turned 28 later in that year. Anyway, so they basically went from a place where the only people that they knew were family to pastoring a church who was a bunch of old people that told them everything they thought they should do. So let's see. Oh, we laid that down. We'll need to see some colors here. Anyway, let's see. Right here. Not really. I like that one better, but let's try one more. I think maybe this one. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, that's for her eyes. Okay. Green eyes. There's your pupil. There's your pupil. Just a little bit of eyelashes. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. She don't wear mascara. Okay. Here's some that. Let's go back in there. Okay, we need some lipstick and some little rosy cheeks. Just a little bit of lip. And a little bit of rosy cheek. Rosy cheek. I know that she don't like pink. Okay, we got this purple, this lilac. It's almost pink purple, so I don't think she'll like it. And that purple. Okay, this is two, and that's one. Which one, Jassy? One or two? That deep purple or this reddish purple? One. I could have told y'all that without asking her, but I give her a choice. Here we go. Let's go here. Are we doing lace and rhinestones on it too? Do you want lace and rhinestones on it too? Make sure what she says. Lace, yes please. Okay, gotcha. Oh, I keep putting the wrong one back. Okay, there we go. Let's get her some lace. Okay, here we go. We got another piece of lace that is there's the scissors. Before we go. Okay, we're good to go. I don't need that much. That'll be good. There we go. I think that will be good. Okay. Okay. Oh, that scared me. My mom. Hold on. Hello. Hey, Judy Flinker? No, I hadn't. Oh, well. Hey, let me call you back in about 15 minutes. I'm still live doing a video, so you're okay. Well, you didn't know because this isn't a regular time, but I'm making paper dolls. Anyway, with some of my curly hair I got from you, so I'll call you back in a little bit, okay? Okay, bye bye. My mom called me to tell me my auntie broke her leg, broke her ankle. No, my uncle did not call me to tell me that. That was brother uncle, the story I was telling you a while ago about the brother uncle that got on to me for saying crap all the time. His wife. Y'all want me to tell you what happened right now? So I've played in my room all day. I've cleaned in my room all day. And now I need to cook supper. But y'all know what that means? I don't want to cook supper. We'll see what the boys decide they want to eat. There we go. There's that one. Mm-hmm. Trying to pull all the strings off. Okay, Jesse, are we putting curly brown hair on her? I made you happy. Do you want curly brown hair or do you want me to draw her hair in? Somewhere I have some more curly brown hair. Yes, curly brown hair. Yes, Juju. Yes, Juju. I heard Juju saying my name. Okay, there. Okay, she wants curly brown hair. What did I do? There's the curly brown hair. Here we go. She's got her little diamonds around her neck. Okay, I want to sign this one. This one is Cindy Loven, 825 Beth Stalltop. Get off of that. Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. What's that? I'm not sure. Oh, I got a big wad of. Okay. Okay, we need to. I've got a bunch of glue right here, so I'm gonna put some here. There we go. Okay. Now, you can always trim her hair if it's too much. Does she need a bow in her hair too? Let's make sure she does. She need a bow? There we go. Does she need a bow? Yes, she needs a bow. Okay. There. Okay. Her little skirt. I'm just trying to. I don't want to see a lot of white under where I've got her hair. So I'm trying to make sure. There. I think that's pretty good. Okay, I think we're going to put a bow. I'm going to make us a bow. Do we have another piece of lace somewhere here? Um, put this down. There you go. There's your bow. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm done. I did not mean to go this long. Let's all go raid Beth. Okay, there's only 4 of y'all left. Let's go raid Beth. Thank you. Sorry. Sorry. Let's go raid Beth. See y'all later. Bye bye.